All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 9 of Clevatess. Now, y'all know this is my favorite series of the season right now. Not even right now, it's been. I'm very much enjoying this series. Clevatess is top tier. Chef's kiss. And this episode had a lot going on. So, last episode, we seen Alicia take down Maynard. We saw Drell capture Clevatess. We saw Drell's army fight Rhodes' army. Right? So Drell's continuing on with his siege, with his attempted takeover of the Hitterat kingdom, right? And so actually we start with Luna's mom, right? So Luna's a royal-blooded Hedenian, and this is his mom, who's not a royal-blooded Hedenian. So she can't necessarily take over as the ruler, but she's doing her best to find her son. And because there's no king, you know, she's kind of the one in charge of the remaining Hitterat army. So she's saying, I gotta find my son. I gotta find my son. So that's gonna be interesting when she runs into Clyn with her son, because it's like, is Clyn gonna give him up? Because he's trying to find out what comes of Luna as a king when he grown, you know. So he that don't seem to me like he's planning on giving Luna up anytime soon. But so that's where we start, and she's saying, I gotta find my son. And one of her soldiers is telling her, well, Drell is on the way. And, you know, the Rhodes army tried to stop them, but they were defeated. And then Clevatess pulled up right after they were defeated. Now, what we learned here, because that stuff we knew in the last episode, but what we learned from this soldier is that Clevatess, in appearing, took out more than half of the Bolate army, of Drell's army. Right? But they still on the way. Drell is still powerful as ever, still on the way with at least 20,000, right? And so he finna pull up in a second. Now, we did also learn, now we away from what was her name? Princess Tala, I think. We away from the princess and her soldier. Now we back with Alicia and Clyn. So Clyn is explaining that Drell actually didn't capture him, Clevatess. Really, he only he left part of himself in the Dark Eker prison, right? But so he can still maneuver, and we've seen in this episode he used some of his powers too. So he looks captured, but is not 100% captured. And the reason is we tried interrogating this other wizard that came with the girl with the magnetism powers. We tried interrogating her because Clyn is saying, well, if Drell's using Dark Eker, that means another Lord of the Dark Beast is working with and through him. So Clevatess is trying to figure out, well, who is this other Lord of the Dark Beast, and why are they trying to make a move? And he's thinking, are they possibly trying to make a move on my territory? But so this girl did not know anything about Dark Eker and how it works, or Drell's relationship with the Lord of the Dark Beast, right? So why Drell left? I mean, not Drell. Excuse me. Why Clyn left what looks like his body as Clevatess in the Dark Eker prison, because he wants to appear captured as to not alert this other Lord of the Dark Beast, You know, he's trying to figure out which Lord of the Dark Beast is doing this before he really reveals his full hand. You feel me? So we have this magnetism girl take us to Hitterat, because we finna join in and engage, right? So Alicia is ready to go and get revenge for her father and fight Drell and defend the kingdom because she's a hero. And Clint is trying to take Luna to the forge and hopes to get this other Lord of the Dark Beast to reveal themselves and their intentions, right? So at first, this other wizard, this magnetism girl, she tried to run away, and I thought she was gonna get away. And she tried to kidnap Nell and Luna on the way out. But thankfully, this was kind of according to Alicia and Clint's plan. And so they just hopped on the cart. So the whole gang of them, we all just fly into the Hitterat Kingdom to join in on this fight. So we pull up and we see Drell basically walking down the princess that we started the episode with. And now all she's really trying to do, I think she mentioned that Drell was a former hero, but we know he got some regalia, right? One of these extra powerful weapons. And so she got like a special hammer that they use to forge the regalia. She's saying that it can also damage the regalia. So she's trying to get a good swing in on his regalia. But we didn't, she thinks she swung on it and questioned herself. She's like, did I hit it or did I miss? I don't know. So we don't know yet. But as Drell is walking down the princess, Alicia comes swooping in and she's like, nah, I'm here to get revenge on my daddy. But the princess and Drell are all confused, like, how did she get here and what's she doing here? You know, he recognized that that's it. What's the dad's name? I forgot. But he knew who the dad was. So he recognized Alicia as his daughter. But the princess was like, oh, I thought she went to take down Clevatess and didn't make it back. So this is news to her. Okay. Next episode obviously is going to be this showdown, because I need to see that. Alicia is really feeling her hero bag now. And it was cool when they was leaving the village, when they was flying away on the cart, because this magnetism girl was picking them up and flying them over there. It was cool to see Alicia get her like hero's goodbye. Everybody was thanking her, for saving the village and taking down Maynard, because he was terrorizing them with these bugs. And thankfully, old boy, who we thought Maynard took out, thankfully he lived, because that like messed me up when he pulled up and just like slashed his chest. So he survived. Village was saved. Alicia got her hero's goodbye. Now she feeling a little bit more confident, and that's good because she about to fight Drell, like one-on-one. Clint is saying, I can't help you. Clevatess is saying, I can't help you because if I help you, then I'm going to reveal myself to this other Lord of the Dark Beast, and we can't have that. So while that's going on, Clint and Nell and Luna are looking for the forge, and we find the forge. I mean, that's just what happens. There were some guards, defending the forge in case somebody pulled up. And this is where we see that Clint can still use some of his powers, because he really just swallowed them up, like with his shadow powers. Like we've seen him do that before to some bandits. But so Clint is not necessarily handicapped in this moment. Like he still got at least some of his powers, it seems. But he got Nell with him. And we know Nell's as strong as an ox. Literally, he explained she's stronger than a troll now. Like a giant dark beast troll. So, and Luna was able to get access into the forge. And so that's when the episode ended. We'll see what's in the forge. We'll see what we find out. We'll see if the other Lord of the Dark Beast reveals themselves. But it was a lot going on in this episode, family. I'm really loving Clevatess. Peace and love, family.